Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy, a.k.a. the world's most hated podcast. Well, we'll get into it a little bit later why. We always mention it, but I'll just say no matter what we post, we always get a hater out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
sometimes it's too easy.
We'll give you a little bit of insider information later on. That'll be just for our fans.
That's right.
And we'll let you know about it. But anyways, this is episode 40. So we were going to talk about the favorite food and snacks at California Adventure. However, some big breaking news just happened, I think today, wasn't it? Yeah, it was announced today.
Just earlier today.
They announced when the opening of Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida is going to happen, which is the third, what's it called? Universal Orlando Park. So we are going to talk about that.
Big news.
Big news stuff about it, when it's opening, all that fun stuff. Which shout out to Felicia because she got the list together. Because she told me, she's like, hey, which I was at work. Not saying it's because she wasn't at work. That's why. That's not my point. My point being is that she's like, hey, we should talk about this instead. I'm like, sure, let's do it. And then she was like, I got my list ready. I'm like, I haven't even started. So Felicia's the real MVP here. She sent me her whole list. She said we can just like go off of like one of these each. I'm like, okay. Really quick
though. A lot of information.
It is. So I did see that Disneyland actually just raised their prices. They're over $200 now.
Damn. They were cheaper park.
They were. It was like just over $100, I think, for one park. That's how come we did the both parks. Now, I seen a video, so I don't have the actual correct information in front of me. I guess I could look real quick. Let's see, Disneyland tickets. Because what if it's actually completely false and I just told you false stuff?
That would be horrible.
We don't like to spread fake news here. Let me just bring it up here. So Disneyland, one day, this still says from $100, but who knows? Well, then again, it tells you that, and sometimes it's not. But maybe they're talking about for more than one person. I don't know. Oh, yep, it does. Certain days. So like today is 164. Tomorrow, if you want, $206 for one park.
Interesting.
Really? Yeah.
Those are...
So there's a lot of $200 in here. I bet what's going on is like what do they call it? Like surge pricing or whatever, where like if it's a certain day. Because like if you went November 13th, the day in the middle of the week, $104. You go the next day, $142. The day after, the 15th, $180. Thaddeus' birthday, November 16th. Happy birthday, Thaddeus. $196. If you go, listen to this, on Doug and Karina's wedding day, $206. What happened? What happened here?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's between the wedding and Disney, I might have to go to Disney. But point being here,
I haven't been in a while.
Me either. And they raised the prices. That's not cool, man. That's why I liked you.
Well,
anyways,
it's California, so I don't know.
Right.
But competition-wise, with this new
thing.
park to Disney World, we'll get into that.
So we'll talk about Disneyland a different time, but I did want to throw that out because I seen a thing about that. Because they're like, oh, the same day that Epic Universe gets like fully like announced all this stuff, Disneyland announces they're raising the prices.
We'll see what becomes of that. So we'll just start off with the most basic information, the thing that everyone wants to know if you haven't already seen. Epic Universe, which shout out to Brandon. He's actually been talking about this for quite some while. Looking up YouTube videos of like airplane drone shots and of it. But finally we have an opening date coming up in May 22nd of 2025, which is right around the corner. We're already in October here. Yeah, let's get our confetti going.
Yeah, that's what I want. Fireworks.
So, because first I saw it and I was like, ooh, what year? Because you feel like they always are pushing stuff back. And I'm like, damn, like, that's coming up
2025 is going to be full, man. You got
there's a lot
Epic
going on.
Universe, GTA 6. There's some other games coming out that I can't remember, but they're very important coming out.
There's something else was also happening in 2025. I can't remember. There was a lot of stuff, and I was like, damn, 2025, like, there's a lot going on.
I seen a thing today, too. Nothing to do with this, but GTA, because I brought it up. And it said that employers don't understand the amount of short staffing they're going to have when GTA 6 comes out. And I commented myself, and I said, I already have a vacation on hold for when it releases.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that it's like, it's too bad that people that can't, well, I guess you could take off a day, but...
Right. I mean, my hope is to keep save vacation, but if I can't, I obviously can't. I'll definitely take off the day it comes out. This is the thing, though. If it comes out Thursday, Friday, does that mean I take the whole week off, or do I just take those days and then take the next week. Like I need to figure out what I'm gonna do here, you know? Because my whole point is I don't want the story mode
To
ruined
be
for me.
ruined.
Yeah. Which when it does come out, we will have to give our review after like spoilers have happened. We'll finish the campaign. But anyways, 2025, May 22nd. I guess
Obviously, it's
yeah.
going to be
Jump back.
busy for a long time.
Right.
Obviously, there's going to be like only a certain amount of tickets sold.
Right.
So it's not going to
Which-
be
Right.
over, but still it'll be at capacity of whatever they're going to hold.
No, absolutely, especially when it first opened. Plus, like Felicia wrote in the notes here, what will this do for Disney? We'll have lower weights. I feel at first, it definitely, I don't know, but, well, I'd say probably with lower weights at least a little bit, just for people like, you know what, let me go check out this new park instead, especially for the first few weeks, you know, because everyone's like, oh, that's the new place.
I'm kind of even thinking, because this is going to be out in May,
Mhm.
everyone's going to want to rush to it. Obviously, everyone can't, so
True.
some
Plus,
people are
during
going
the
to
summer,
try.
during the
That's what I'm
summer.
saying.
Mm.
Normally in the summer,
Mm.
Disney does
could be
get
good for
kind of
us.
busy. I know, because kids are out of school. Whoever has
Mm.
kids, unfortunate. But they do go to Disney,
Right.
and I feel like a lot of people are going to be going to Universal. I do feel like there's going to be lower wait times at Disney, at least.
Right.
I
little
think
bit.
not even just for the spring. I think spring and summer.
I could even see it maybe even spilling over into the holiday season too, if they especially do some holiday stuff there. Plus,
The
like
first year,
yeah, especially like Halloween, I think too, because like I feel like even the other like Universal parks would have little less. Definitely, other Universal parks get less weights too. I feel like too, just for the fact that it's gonna be
Everyone's going to be at Epic
everyone's gonna be there.
Universe.
Well, I'll be paying attention to all the YouTubers who go, so I get like Mr. Morrow and Tim Trekker.
Oh,
I'll be
they're
waiting.
going to be there opening
Standby.
day.
Yep.
We can
standby.
see. I mean, got to get some more
Who knows?
subscribers and stuff, and
Yeah,
maybe we can get out there too.
Yep, and then maybe we'll do a podcast live, or well, not live, but like on location sort of thing.
How cool would that be?
Be
Which
awesome.
also brings up the thing of not only the wait times in Disney, but prices.
Mhm.
As Jeremy said, prices obviously for everything, not just Disney, have been going up.
Yep.
So
Price gouging.
will Disney lower any of these prices, even for daily tickets?
As
to
I literally
try
just
to-
mentioned that Disneyland prices are going up.
But that's Disneyland.
I know, that's the thing. That's what's funny about it.
I wonder if they
Disney
will.
World does get more expensive. Like I was comparing when we were figuring out like what we're gonna do for any vacation. I think it was this one before we decided to do a cruise, and then we decided to do something else. But anyways, I remember looking, and I was like, that seems kind of higher because it was around $200. And then I look back a few years ago, and we paid was right around $140 for one park,
Yeah.
and it was
they
like
really
Magic
put it
Kingdom. I'm
up.
like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Prices were going up. So
Plus, like you said, competition. They haven't really had any really big competition lately. Besides,
no,
like,
I mean, there's been Universal, but most people are picking Disney currently
Yep.
over Universal.
which I don't blame
which
them
is a
because we've done the
fact.
same thing. I haven't been to Universal since 2022. Before that, it was the first time we went in 2018. I haven't been back since then. City Walk, it's different because we've been there a few times, but the actual
Yeah,
park,
and you can get in there for free.
right? Especially like us or excuse me, sorry, I just had dinner, so I'm a little gassy. Anyways, like
Yes, you boy.
I feel like I know for us too, like it's at the point where, especially with the prices going up, if you go, you're like, okay, we can afford to go to one park. Otherwise, to still enjoy your vacation. Like we could go more than once, but then you're really gonna have to like tighten down your budget, pretty much not to overspend, I guess you could say. Because if you do another park, then that cuts into like all your like food and all the other stuff.
Right.
Is it more fun? Absolutely. But if you want to like enjoy your vacation, also do other things because there's also plenty of other things to do around there. So I would say if it's up to one park, especially right now, people are going to pick Disney,
Oh, definitely.
which we've done multiple times. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a wonderful place.
Beautiful place.
Epic Universe.
That's why. And people have been waiting on this. This actually, from what I remember Brandon saying, is it was supposed to be a thing before COVID,
Mm-hmm.
but got pushed back because of it.
Right.
So it's been kind of waiting forever.
Right. And speaking of prices, Felicia wrote down an amount here. It says it's going to be 118 to 174 per person a day, which isn't too bad. Because, they always have that flexible, or whatever they call flexible pricing, whatever they call it.
Based on
Yeah.
demand.
Like I know,
and
I know normally like during the week, like a Wednesday or Thursday isn't usually too bad. We usually end up going like a Tuesday because we'd fly in on a Sunday or Monday, whatever, get like a day to break. Which I will say this: if you ever are flying into somewhere, do not go to a theme park the first day.
You're not gonna.
Don't do it.
You're not gonna get like. I feel like you're gonna waste
Looking
your
at
money.
you, Doug.
You're gonna waste
Sorry.
your money
Not
because
really.
it's too much to fly in,
Yes.
get your rental car, and then get
Right.
to the park.
I
'Cause
have
you already
seen
know
right.
that day you're
Mhm.
already
Right. Now,
tired.
there are ways you could. Like, I have seen videos of people. Granted, they do have the annual pass, so it's different. Like they're
Mhm.
like that's already technically paid for. They fly in early morning and go to every single park and fly home at night. That is different. That's also
That's a
like
24-hour turnaround.
that's a marathon. Okay, like they have their all day. But like I said, they have the annual pass, so that is different. Like that's
They're
just
not
go whenever.
paying.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like haven't been there and you're paying for a ticket, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I feel like,
Like
and then it's like you're already kind of tired. You woke up early
right,
to get to your flight.
right. I'm
I'm
saying
still
I know.
usually
Yeah.
like got energy though, but it's
Mhm.
enough to like, all right, let's check
You're
in.
right. Then
Let's
you're
see
gonna
what's
crash at
around.
some
Let's
point.
eat.
Right.
I think it's better to wake up the next day
I agree. Plus, you know,
or
get
even
more
the day
rested. Yeah,
after
right. Get
and
jet
be
lag.
refreshed.
Because I like you're tired. Like you fly there, whatever. Like you feel better at some point, but then at a certain point in night, you're just gonna be exhausted. And I don't want to be a theme park like that. I'm just saying. But yeah,
No.
118 to 174 person. That's not terrible. Could be a little better, yes. But also, brand new park. So people be willing to pay it. I'd be willing to pay it. But see,
But isn't that cheaper? I mean, what is
excuse
Disney
me.
World per day right now? Comparable, isn't it?
It's comparable. Yeah, if not a little, actually a little bit more. Because when I looked the one day, it was like $200 to go to Magic Kingdom. I think it was because Magic Kingdom was always more money too. Also depends when you
Right.
go. But I feel like it could help with the prices and hopefully lower it down. That's for my sake too, because
Oh yeah.
we are actually hoping to go to Florida next June. Yeah, June. Hoping, cross fingers. And
Which
it'll
at
be
this
open by
point,
then.
if this opens right May 22nd, it's gonna be busy, but it will be
Yeah.
open.
Mhm.
And
And I will say this: if we do go, and this is for anyone that's going to go, especially when it first opens, got to be there before the park opens. Let me say that
oh,
again.
definitely.
Bold it, italicized, underline before the park opens. If you get there when it opens, you are going to be. Why?
Oh yeah.
It will be busy. Very, very busy.
It's going to be so busy. And obviously, there's
Mhm.
going to be, at every theme park, there's going to be rides,
Yep.
which we'll get into,
Mm-hmm.
that are going to be the ride you have to run to.
Yes.
And you have to get there right away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their plan is, if they're doing like a skip the line lightning lane situation for Epic
Which
Universe.
Disney just did a whole also announced they're going to do a new lightning lane. I know we're
I
not
did
talking about
see
Disney,
that.
but I want to throw it real quick. Comment down below what you think about this. For $4.99, as in $499, you can get a lightning lane where you bypass everyone. You literally just walk up to lightning whenever you want. Boop, you get in right away.
But my thing is,
$500.
how many people? That price to me is crazy because
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now.
That's more than
When
double
we
what you're going
go-
to pay for a ticket.
And when we go, like when we split up the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
we're not even paying that per person for a
No.
hotel.
That's what I'm saying. When we go, we like trying to do it, you could say, quote unquote, as cheaply as possible. But still get a good hotel. Like we have a place that we specifically stay at. Like if other ones are like a little too expensive, good price. Like we've been there, it's great. Or like how we stayed at on property last year.
Still, we did like
We made
the
like
deluxe resort,
yeah,
but the price was still, it was good. for
very good.
Disney.
Plus we had the Disney Plus special, which we almost did this time, but we couldn't make it work. But anyways, comment down below. Would you pay the $500? Me right now? No. Now,
oh, definitely not.
if I was
I'd have to
someone
be rich.
who had a load of money, absolutely, so I could be the baller that walks up and like boop.
But my thing is, how
Yeah, I was
many
gonna
other
say.
people are going to have it?
Yes.
Are you going to end up pay
Right.
$400 some
You
some
know
days and still be in line?
Right. You know, people like Tim Tracker and them are gonna do it at first just to see like so they can compare the times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Which I look forward to those
definitely.
videos too.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly when that
Yeah. But I just seen it
goes
announced.
into effect.
It's just funny that like Disney announced all this stuff like I guess price hikes is like a week or something ago, but still. And then this was announced like around this too. But point being, like they announced all this stuff, and then Universal's like, guess what? Bam, new theme park. So then
That's why I feel like
can say the next
but I will just say this. I feel with the price thing, one more thing. I would almost guarantee the people from Disney that are running the theme parks, they're having meetings today.
Oh, absolutely have to.
They're having meetings today. There's meetings tomorrow.
Pre-planning.
They're probably like, they got the whole board up with all the
Yep.
lines and
Mm-hmm.
like,
It's like that
well,
meme.
what are
that-
we going to do?
Right, and you have that one person who makes a comment, they throw them out the window, something like that.
Yeah. But there definitely are.
They're
all
probably
right,
Reddit.
they throw the left.
Yep. We're like,
over
emergency
on
meeting now, right on Teams. Emergency meeting now. Everyone, they
guy's
walk
like
in, the
at
guy's
Target
pacing.
shopping.
What the are we gonna do?
Now what? They're like, well, what do we already said we were raising the prices. We better lower them.
It's like, ain't no one gonna be at our park. That's what they're gonna say.
Ugh. They'll be fine, but I am hoping this
Me
kind of
too.
nudges them.
Drop it back
nudges
down
to
to
lower a little.
pre-COVID prices. Pre-COVID prices were pretty decent.
Pretty good for everyone. We'll stay on price thing for just I have a couple prices here for the hotels. We'll talk about the more expensive one first. The Grand Hotel, which is the one that's inside the park. Brandon had said, I know we keep mentioning Brandon.
Yep.
Brandon said
Brandon.
before, he was like, you got to stay there.
Yeah.
You're inside the park.
Which we did discuss. If we did stay, it may, if we not the whole time, maybe at least one night. Like say you were gonna go to the park that day or whatever. Like, if that makes sense. Like that'd be the day whatever.
I know we were talking about like,
Excuse me.
I
Maybe
don't
2
know how it
nights.
works because
Yeah.
the hotel price does not include your ticket price.
Right.
But there's an entrance. There's an entrance to the park there.
Right.
Do you have to go to the park to stay there? Because I can't imagine they would just want.
Right.
They would
Plus-
want the space for the people
Right.
staying there.
Plus, I feel if we did do that, where we're gonna stay, I feel like why can't I speak? I feel like you would almost have to do like 2 nights because you do like the night before and then like the day of that night again because then you're already there.
Yeah, because the one night like.
Because then it's
you're
like, what are you
just
gonna do?
checking in and
What are you gonna do?
sleeping.
What are you gonna do with it? You know? I feel like you
don't
have to do 2
know.
nights. I feel like
Um,
that'd be the thing to do it like at the end of vacation. Just then you don't have to keep moving hotels. Or you could do beginning actually.
Yeah.
That would make sense
You
too.
could do beginning and then go to the cheaper one.
Yeah, that works.
But so as we
That's-
said,
okay,
you'd have
as I
to
usually
get
normally say, that's a off podcast conversation.
you'd have to get the ticket on top.
Mm-hmm.
They did give a price, which is like the estimate, so it could be
Right,
higher
right.
or lower depending on the time of season.
Which probably gonna be
was-
higher at first.
$293 a night. You're inside the park. You get early entry, and you get to overlook the park. From what I've seen from the artist renditions of the hotel, God, it's beautiful. And I can't imagine looking out those. They have these huge windows
Mhm.
in the front by the lobby, just overlooking like the park. Like, wow. If that's a room for 4 people split up per night, it's not terrible.
Hit me with some numbers.
Well, I didn't do the numbers.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you were
just
gonna let us
thinking in
know.
my head.
Oh.
Okay, well, I mean, I can let you know right now.
I'm saying
So
we're talking
we'll
about
just
price.
say
You know, we're gonna help you guys budget out your vacation here.
Okay, so if it is the $293 per night, I'm assuming that's a 4-person room. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
generally
like 2
that's what
queen
it is,
beds
yeah.
or something. So per night, then per person, that would be, we'll just round up, $74 a person.
So not terrible. So if you
So
did 2,
if
it's
you
like
stay
what?
the 2 nights, you're looking at more like 146.
Yeah, which isn't terrible.
But then you got to put your ticket on top of it.
Ooh,
If you do that,
it's like $300.
obviously you need to save up some money.
yes, you do.
This is
Credit
obviously going to be a more
card. Skirt,
expensive
skirt.
trip. Mine is currently, it's wild. So I need
Yep.
some time to work on that. But obviously my advice would be to stay at a cheaper place
Mhm.
after that. Like you
Right.
don't have to spend all the time there. Obviously you
Right.
could save money by doing it the one night, but then how would that work?
Right.
I don't know how that works then. Would your ticket be for the day after you sleep, the day you check in?
You have to like.
More things to look into.
Yeah, you'd have to really figure it out. Because then you also got to wonder, say if we stayed the night before, right? Or just anybody. But I'm just using us as an example. Say we wanted to go on a Monday. We flew in on a Sunday. We check in Sunday. Our checkout is Monday. Are they going to watch your bags while you're at the park?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
Because if they did, then that would help out. You could just do the one night. The only thing would suck, getting out of the park at like 9, 10 at night and having to go to your other hotel, being all tired, checking into your hotel. That would suck.
Yeah, that's why I feel like
Unless,
you have to try to budget the 2 days.
Do they have, where like Disney has, where like if you leave, you can still come back? Because a lot of theme parks have, once you leave, bye-bye, you're gone. What do
I'm
they call
not
it, re-entry?
sure, yeah.
If they had
Yes,
re-entry, because I will say that's the thing that we did when we went to Disney last time, and I'd like to do it again, where like you're there all day, but you leave for a little bit. We left for like an hour or 2, I think it was, and then went back. Just makes you feel refreshed in a way. We went and ate. I mean, we just had McDonald's, and then we went and got Twisty Treat, but still, like
But
I
it
felt
was cheap.
and plus I felt refreshed afterwards because you're not like stuck in there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just
And the thing is, if you could do that at this hotel, you literally like you're already in the park.
right.
So you just walk out of the entrance and go
Mhm.
into your hotel. You can sit up
Right.
there for a little bit if you depending on the season, shower, refresh, maybe even change your clothes.
Right.
And
Because,
then
like, did they say
eat.
what time that the park is going to open or not yet?
I haven't seen. I'm thinking it's going to be comparable to the other
Which is, like, I think 9 or 10 when they open?
times. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and I really do think this is going to be a park. Like, obviously, any park, you want to stay there all day.
Yeah.
I feel like this park is going to look amazing in the dark.
Oh, so do I.
Like, with all the different areas, because it's,
Mhm.
you know, the Harry Potter, the Nintendo, How to Train Your Dragon, and the
I've never
Dark
seen How to Train Your
Dark
Dragon.
Universe.
Is it
I
good?
haven't either. That's why I said I'm going to have to watch
I
it.
might have to watch it too. But while we're talking about hotels, another one Felicia put on here is for a night, not in the park, but Universal. It still is the Nova Resort, and that's $134 a night, which isn't bad.
That's right. That's
So,
way cheaper.
if you think about it,
Because Universal's actually building, I want to say there's 3 hotels, but I could not find a price
Right.
yet for the third one.
so like, I just spitballing here, random idea. You could say you stayed at the expensive hotel, like the one night you could overlook it, blah blah blah, whatever. If you could stay at the other one, it's not that bad, you know. Before you go, like, say you stay there, you're still kind of in the area, and then the next day after that, you go change hotels again. That's an idea.
Because my thing is that's way cheaper. And also, I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but one would think that there's going to be buses.
Yeah, like Disney.
Buses
Disney to
to go to the parks. I know when I was looking at the Grand Hotel that's inside the park, they were saying there's going to be buses there to take you to the other parks.
Safe. I was just gonna point out that I heard there's gonna be buses to transport you from park to park. So one would think they'd do like a Disney system where it's gonna take you to their hotels, which would actually make a lot of sense.
So you wouldn't get to oversee the park though, but to save that much money per night, which is
Right.
over $100 cheaper.
Right.
And like I said, we don't know the price yet for
Right.
the third hotel.
Right. Because the thing that would suck though is like if you did the one night and like you did it so you could like get there early, like if wouldn't be able to like see the hotel at night, like when you're done with the park or like where it's all lit up. That'd be the only thing. Well, I guess you could see it the night before.
Yeah.
You have to
Well,
think about it.
and also, will there be early entry at the other Universal hotels?
Because if that's the case, you could make that too. Because then it's like, also, do you want to do the hotel like when the night before? Do you want to do it the day of? Like what? Because then also, like I said too, it also depends on like your like, can you leave it with the people? Can you not? I don't know.
And if that cheaper, the Universal Stella Nova Resort is that price for the room that holds 4. I feel like
Exactly.
that's a really good deal, and that's a hotel I feel like you could stay at the whole time then.
Right. Yeah. I feel like you could do the fancy hotel for a night or two, and then the other one you could stay there. Because plus, then you're already there too. So,
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. You can bring up the next thing then.
Okay. I'll get into some of the rides here. I don't
Okie
really.
dokie.
I think I only have like I'm trying to did for all sections, but some of it didn't have that much information, and I was like, I can't talk about it for an hour. I mean, I could, but we have to get to our other stuff.
Right.
I will say the ride that I'm very excited for, there is a Harry Potter ride, and they're saying it's going to be comparable to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
Which is the ride.
So that's very exciting. They did show
Extremely.
it. Like, there's the thing, if you've been on Rise of the Resistance, the thing that you're sitting in for that.
Mhm.
And they said they think it's going to be similar because you will be sitting in some type of like, they said a lift, but you know, like an elevator.
Right.
And it's going to involve like the fight that happens in Harry Potter and everything. It's supposed to be really cool and like a super, just like how Rise of Resistance, just like you kind of like immersed in that world,
Mhm.
is going to be the thing. And I'll call it now. That's going to be like, you're going to have to go
That's
to that
going to be their
ride.
number one.
You're going to have to go there.
Yep.
And from what I've seen, Harry Potter only is going to have one ride.
Really?
From what I've seen so far.
Mm.
So you already know, like,
That's
you're
gonna
going to
be
have
it.
to, like,
Right.
run there.
But they will have wand and spells in the streets with butterbeer, so that part is good. I still have that
Yes.
wand. I think I know where it's at. If I remember correctly, it's in the spot I've had it for the last like 5 years.
Bring
Like
it.
me, like if I put something somewhere, I'm like it's like that meme or the like picture someone posted once. It's like their sister, someone was asking for a paperclip. It's like, oh, it's by my desk. It was like underneath the desk, like on the ground in the carpet. Like I'm that
I've
type
never
of person.
seen
If
that.
I put something somewhere, I'm like, oh, I know exactly where this is. And then when someone moves it, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Sherman's like, I knew where it was.
Yeah, and then you can't find it. Anyways, so obviously, shit, my bad. I mean, hit the mic like that. Obviously, I would have to bring my wand and try it out, which sounds Wild to say. I already see Tanya. I see Tanya type in AO.
Whoa.
I see you, Tanya. I was gonna buy a second wand, Hermione's wand. I never bought it. I only had the first one.
Maybe
But
you
I
can
would
buy
definitely
it
have to bring
there.
it. I'm gonna say it now, because then if I bought another one, then we have two. That means two people can do it at the same time, which also sounds crazy.
Wild.
My bad. But
From what
seriously,
I've seen from the things again, like the what is it, the artistic whatever,
renderings.
yes, of it. It doesn't look because you obviously there's other Harry Potter areas that
Right.
they have. It looks different, but it looks. Do you know what I mean? Like you're like, oh yeah, that's duh Harry Potter.
Right.
But this one I feel like is going to be different. Like Jeremy said, there is butterbeer, which is going to have how they do have it at that one stand in the streets. But then there's also
Delicious.
like the shop you can go in.
I
to
still
get
have
to.
yet to get the butterbeer ice cream.
I have not either. I wonder if
You'll
I'll
have to get it
there.
when we go.
They have talked
Which
about there's
I guess that means
lots
Brandon's
of-
going on vacation with us next year. Hi, Brandon. Let's go.
Get in, big buddy.
Skirt, skirt.
They have said that they have named like a lot of different restaurants that are going to just be there like throughout, but there's
Right.
no
But I'm saying
no
they
menus
also
yet.
right.
I can't wait for the menus to come out with the pictures of the stuff.
Right, which they also said there's supposed to be lots of quick service restaurants. Since we're talking about food,
Yes, which
I love quick
I
service.
would think then that's including
Right.
mobile ordering.
My thing, COVID sucked, absolutely yes. But one of the good things that came from COVID was quick service restaurants at theme parks, because I remember watching Tim Tracker's video when it like first happened. He's like, "Let's see how this can work." So I remember, I don't know if it was, I think it was Animal Kingdom or something. But anyway, I remember like him waiting to the side. It's like, "Oh, you have to stand over here and wait." He's like, "Oh, it's time my food is ready." Whatever. He went and got it. He's like, "That was crazy," or something like that. Because
Yeah.
you used to have go online. I remember Casey Neistat tweeted about it around that time. He's like, going to Disney World in a pandemic is something that I wouldn't want to do, but I definitely want to see a video about it. So anyone who's been there, comment
Yeah.
down below. I want to watch your video. And I'm just like, no, I just watched Tim Tracker video. But quick service, awesome. I love it, especially off your phone.
You
So
can mobile
convenient.
order it.
Plus, then you can be
It's
on the
the
other side of the
best.
park, order it, bam, you're there. Love it.
I do love it because you can be doing something like I'm going to order that.
Mhm.
So when I get over there, it's going to be ready for me and I'm going to
Yep.
eat it.
Thank you.
So looking forward to all that, and when they release the menus.
That's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
can't
fun.
wait. Cannot wait. Let's talk about also. So this is just like a random thing. I don't really know where it is in there. It might just be like because you're gonna walk in. There's gonna be like a
Right.
central hub, and then breaking off into the different areas. I want to say that's where this is. The carousel is going to be, and you're like, wow, carousel. The thing is that what they showed from it does not look like a traditional one where the things are up on the track and like moving from on the track.
Right.
They are like things that go up, but they're not connected to nothing. It's more connected on the floor of the ride,
Right.
which it says it can go forward, backwards, and do 360 turns.
Hmm.
Yes.
Technology.
I know, right?
Technology.
But yes, it is a carousel, but I feel like we're gonna have to try it out.
Right. Carousel measures carousel of progress. It's the great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Which is also a great ride.
Great ride. Let's see what else we got here. The Donkey Kong ride is gonna have a barrel roller coaster, so that's a thing.
Yep, that'll be in the Super Nintendo World.
Which is that gonna cost extra money like the other one too?
The Nintendo World?
Yeah. Oh no, that's something else. I'm thinking of.
No, because it's all gonna be.
That's right. Yeah, I'm thinking of California, but it's also in Florida too. That's right. It's the different park. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, nope, that'll all be in there. From what I've seen from this
Holla.
ride, it does. I didn't know they were doing Donkey Kong. Actually, I thought
Honestly,
it
I
was just
didn't know
gonna
either.
be like the Mario and Luigi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Donkey Kong will have a ride, and it's like this barrel you're gonna go on this roller coaster. From what I see, I would compare it to more like the ones we do at Magic Kingdom.
Right.
Which are those? There's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then there's Big Thunder Mountain. I think it's more along the lines of like that kind of roller coaster. They do have some roller coasters I've seen here that are a little more intense, but I don't think that's one of them. So I feel like that'll be like a nice ride for people who want a little bit of a roller coaster, but not being like crazy upside down
Right.
twists and turns. So it's
I'll-
for me.
I was gonna bring something else, but it's I'm thinking of something completely different.
Okay.
It was DreamWorks Land.
Oh,
It said it opens June 2024, but it doesn't look like it's even open yet.
I think they kind of scrapped it. I thought.
Really? They have a website.
I don't know. But since we're talking about Super Nintendo World, obviously this is also going to have to be the ride you're going to have to run to if you want to go to it right away. Mario Kart.
Yep.
Which people like, they've gone to the ones that they have in other places. But the thing is, when they show you the video, you don't get to really see how the ride is because you have on this like 3D visor glasses that comes down.
Right.
So like even watching the videos of people, you can't experience it. So you're going to have to go there and do it. Which I think everybody's going to want to be there.
Oh, absolutely. I will.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy said, I love a ride where I can be on a car.
Yep. Skirt, skirt.
They do have the interactive wristband you're going to be able to buy there, too. It looks kind of like a magic band, but it's for over there.
Right.
For when you're, like, collecting the coins and doing the little games around there. I don't remember what the prices are going to be, but there's a bunch of different designs.
I have to buy at least one.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like probably, depending on everything else, I'm like, I'll have to maybe skip out on that, but maybe Jeremy will buy it. I don't know. For research purposes.
Right. That way Felicia can see what it looks like. Same thing with the wand. They're like, I'm not going to buy one, but you should buy one. And then I thought more people were going to buy a wand. I was like, no, I decided to buy it. I was like, great. I was the only one who got a wand.
Well, somebody had to get it.
Right. But yeah. Then also that Dark Universe Frankenstein ride tower.
Yeah,
like
so
a tower
they
terror
haven't.
type of thing, or
That's the thing. They didn't really give information about it, but I wrote that there's a tower in there because if you look in the middle of the ride, there's this tall tower in the middle, which kind of makes me think that it might have that, like, there's got to at least be a drop in the ride. Like one would think, right?
Yeah, one would think. Has to.
Yeah, because when they said Dark Universe, I didn't really know what they meant by it, but it's all like the monsters, like Frankenstein, werewolf, vampires, like all that stuff.
I feel like that's going to be like crazy during Halloween.
Oh, people are going to be all over it. There's also like an area that has like, it looks really cool. There's like in the backdrop and there's like woods and it's like dark.
Spooky.
And like, yeah, spooky. I have seen people say that they're excited for it because they've always wanted to go to like Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, but they said it's too much for them.
Which I've seen.
They're excited for this because it'll be much tamer.
I don't know if they've always had it, but I see that Universal has a thing now you can buy. It's like a little ghost. It's like a light, and it says if you wear it, they can't scare you.
They can't.
Yeah, it's called a boo something, but I seen someone put it on. Like she had a video as her boyfriend or something, whatever. But anyway, she like puts. She's like, "Oh, I got it," whatever. And all of a sudden, you hear someone running at her. She's like, "No, I have it. I have it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone." People are like, "Why even go then?" She's like,
honestly, if I
would buy it.
I would buy that.
I would go into I would find a way to carve out that little bit of money just to buy that.
Oh, definitely. I'm buying that. Did
thanks.
Brandon send you the video? I don't even know if it was there where it was of that lady dressed up in that scary stuff with the lady tying her shoe.
That was at Knott's Berry Farm. It's right by the Johnny Rockets. I see it every year.
I
and
told
I love
him,
it
I
every
said
year.
I wouldn't be able to
double knot it. Double knot it.
Would you be able to tie your shoe in that moment?
No.
Well, especially when they come.
I see every year it pops up in my
their
feed, and every year I'm like, this is amazing. Let me see if I
could
can find it real
not.
quick.
I couldn't do it. I know I'd be so scared. I wouldn't be able to tie my shoes.
This one.
That was scary shit on me. Boo would be screaming. I wouldn't be able to handle that. I would be scared.
Me either. I see it pop up every year for Halloween, and I love it.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. I'll just mention one more thing I have here just for time. We got to move on to trying to fit everything in today's episode. It's going to be in the How to Train Your Dragon area. It's from what I saw, it's called Fire Drill. It involves a boat you're going to go on in the water, and you are competing. There's two sides of the boat you can stand on, and you're actually shooting like water cannons at targets. So kind of like a buzz like situation, like trying to get like the high score and all that. I was like, Jeremy's going to be all over that, trying to, what do I got to do to get the high score? Because I'm going to beat everybody.
Yep, I'm going to search it up on the YouTubes.
He's going to find out. So that's what we got today for Epic Universe for the big announcement today.
Yep, comment down below what you're most excited for.
Tell us what you're most excited for if you'll be going. We did run a poll earlier on our Instagram, and 100% of people voted they were excited. Jeremy said, "What?"
Oh.
Jeremy actually made the
I'm
poll.
saying I thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That was me.
That was me. 100% of the people actually said that they were excited. So we do have to get into what we were saying for most hated podcasts.
Actually, it's still at 100%.
There you go. We also did run another one. It was talking about where would you want to go on vacation the most. And it was kind of split last I saw. Let me pop in here. There's Jeremy.
You.
So our options were warm and beach, warm and theme parks, cold and snow, or something else. 0% for something else. Nobody cares. Warm and beach, 44%. Warm and theme parks, 33%. And cold and snow is 22%. And actually, John is one who voted for cold and snow, and I was shocked. Yes, right?
John.
Comment down below and tell us why you
know
said
why?
that.
Just like Jamal says, that John and I are always beefing because we like opposite stuff. I like SJC drums. He likes Pearl. I like Evans. He likes Remo. Although he did say those Evans are easier to tune. I'm like, why do you think I use them? What else? Like Les Pauls. I like Les Pauls. He says they're too heavy. I like Fender, but I do like Fender too. What else? I don't know. There's something else, and I was like, I like this, and he's like, no. And Jamal's like, you guys are always beefing. I told that to John. He thought it was funny. Something else real quick that we want to bring up is that Warped Tour announced they're coming back, but sorry, it's not Warped Tour. It's just Warped.
Yeah, just
and it's
warped.
3 cities. Only 2-day tickets, $150 for 2 days. This is my thing. Warped Tour.
That's
was
too much.
Yeah, it was like $60 before. That was like with Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster's a pain in the. But if you brought like cans of food and you got an early access and much and like someone was saying too, the special thing about Warped Tour was that it came to you. Like you didn't have to go travel to go and see it. It literally was a whole tour and it came to you. Obviously, you had to travel a little bit, but it like came like close enough where you could drive for most people. Like us, we went to Milwaukee, so that was like what, 40-ish minutes, something around there, depending on traffic. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was not that.
We could have
bad.
went to Chicago, but Milwaukee was better. Plus, it was Summerfest ground, so I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be the same at all. At all.
No.
At all.
I
It's
feel
not
like
going to be the same.
It's way too much. And even back.
Plus, I feel like they're not going to have like the same bands.
No, and I just feel like the price is already so much. And then like you're going to have to pay. I can't afford that. That's way too much. And I just feel like it's not going to be the same. It's not. I don't know what bands
Plus
they're going to have.
2 days. 2 days.
And the thing is, it's nowhere near us. I want to say it's Orlando, somewhere in California.
And then DC.
Yeah, I'm not. So you want me to travel by airplane and get a hotel?
Part of the reason I haven't gone to When We Were Young Fest. It's in Las Vegas. Which Las Vegas? Why Las Vegas of all things? Why can't they do like one of those? I mean, they have a lot of Palooza, but that's different. That's also expensive. But I don't know.
Make shit cheaper.
Yes, not more expensive. Which everyone was calling. They're like, oh, it's going to be an insane amount. I was like, I remember, because their price before I think it was like $50 before tax and Ticketmaster and all that, but still. The last one we actually I got us all the special things. Remember we had them sign it. Well, at least I got one for me. I think I might have got one for you guys. I remember, maybe I didn't.
What's a special thing?
The ticket was like a holographic thing. I know I got myself one. I know where it is.
Oh,
I don't remember if I got
I know
one or
what
not.
you're talking about.
I got We the Kings to sign it. But anyways, I want to throw that out real quick. Comment down below what you think about Warped Tour. But we have some comments to get into. Do you want to do Instagram hater comments, or you want me to read through some of the YouTube comments first?
You can go through the YouTube while I pull up. We have like literally so many comments we cannot read them all.
It's over
this
300.
week. There's over
just on the one reel.
That was just on the one reel. The one reel right now has like 355 comments.
How many views?
We're not going to read all that. I don't even know if we're going to read through all the YouTube comments today or just pick a few. And then that's not including TikTok
we only
or
got-
the shorts.
We only got 27 comments on YouTube, so I'll probably just read them all. They're real quick.
All right, we'll let Jeremy read through that.
So first is Alexander. She says first. Then Tatiana says second again. And she said it's too cold out. It was cold again this morning. Like really cold. Well, it's supposed to be nice this weekend. Just enough time to go golfing 1 or 2 more times before the season's
It's supposed
over.
to be cold this weekend?
No, it's supposed to be nice in the 70s. Sunday's supposed to be even
Oh.
warmer than Saturday.
Oh.
Then Tatiana said Remy and Winnie say hi. Hello. Miss you guys. I said third. It's super cold out, man. Had to bring a jacket to work, but it fits pretty loose. It does. Then Tanya said, wow, poor Brandon. I heard about that Beyonce thing. Seems suspicious to me. That's Tanya.
Yeah.
She said there was another award show. To be honest, there are way too many. Just have one. Call it a day. I agree. Way too many. Disney's 50th? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know. She said, should make that Beyonce thing a real. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll get people mad about us then, too. Probably seen something Beyonce and me saying she's overrated. I'm sure people are going to love that. I already know what they're going to say. They're going to say, you're just saying that because she's black and you're a racist. That's what they're going to say. Different hand position. Hey, yo. She said, oh, oops. Ha! Caught ya. I already knew it. Because in the last episode, I said, Tanya, you're already typing it. Stop.
Oops,
Before I even had a chance, she said, oh, oops. And she said, also, make that a reel. Different hand position one, 2250. And she said, good job, Boo. And then Boo said, and there you go. Which I found out, if you go on Apple Podcasts, there's a transcript of it transcribes the entire show for you so you can read it instead of listening to it.
Look at that. Check that out.
Spotify, you can upload videos, but I normally just upload the audio. But I'm thinking one day maybe I'll start uploading the videos. We'll see. And then Boo said, it's too cold out. I do want to try the Incredible Coaster again. Yeah, so you can get another update. The elevator is scary because I have a fear of being stuck in one or falling. True. Plus, the elevator at work always shuts down and people are always getting stuck in it. So I like never use it. She's the Little Mermaid is where it's even at. If I had to go pee the whole time, we are waiting for that one. Little Mermaid is a very good ride. She said soaring is kind of scary, but also fun. Yes, if you're not looking down, which I do sometimes, and see how high you are in there, especially on the top one, you're good.
You're a good guy.
And then Boo said, I just want to thank Beyonce. She said, Jeremy trying to get us killed. I'm so excited for your 1 year. That's our podcast. She said, Toy Story is a great ride, but my hand gets tired. I don't know how you people do that and not get a hand cramp. Hey, yo. And that's all the comments we have on that.
Like I said, there's some too, we literally don't have, we could probably, you know what, we'll read some of our comments on these reels we have posted this week and maybe just sprinkle them in throughout the other episodes because there's some on the shorts, there's some on TikTok, there's some on the reels. There's a lot. As it sits right now, our reel about the Joker, this is just on Instagram, has 7,889 views.
The one that is that the one? No, it's not. Never mind. The one on Instagram, one on TikTok has under 1,000 views, has 22 comments.
Yeah, the one on Instagram has 357.
This comment just made me laugh. I was humming the tunes all the way to the ticket refund window. That gets a heart because that is hilarious.
My thing is that, dude, who really goes to get a refund because you don't like the movie?
The host job as someone who is not simple-minded is to repeat everything she says.
I don't understand why. I've never even. Who would go get a refund? I don't know. Here's some of our comments. I do have to shout out this one guy on here though, and I even commented and said we were going to shout him out on the podcast. He's on Instagram. His name is Bobby. Tatiana loves that name. She probably loves your name. His Instagram is Bobby CZAV. And shout out to you, Bobby, because you get it. He understands. He was saying how he's actually going to go back and see this movie again. How it's like an onion, all these layers to unravel of how really deep the movie is. So shout out to you. And let's get into some of these hate comments. Grow up, Tinkerbell. People love to find something about you. Oh, she likes Disney. Her.
Oh, they hate Disney adults.
Oh, they hate it. And just dude, it literally makes you so happy. But whatever.
I'm gonna skim through the TikTok while you're looking at that.
Oh, people love to talk about my my septum piercing. Because they're immediately I seen your nose ring, immediately you're invalid. Oh, look at this guy's comment. Wow, dude. Ha 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 ha. You.
Nice.
Thanks, dude. Tell this woman to go make a sandwich.
Wow.
That's another one.
I'll just say you know who they're voting for. Anyways.
I could say that with a lot of these. I want to say 99% of these comments, they're all the same. And they like to bring in, instead of even having an argument of why they think the movie sucks, it's immediately about the looks, or they want to bring politics into it, which just literally shows you are so simple-minded.
Right.
You are just in this box in your head. And it's just, you're just one of them people, everything is so black and
Right.
white.
I'm just gonna say this. It's also a DC movie, and DC people hate everything. So I'm just gonna
They
say
hate
it.
everything.
They do.
Oh, and then they have to bring the Marvel. Well, what about Marvel? Marvel sucks. No one's talking about that. No one is talking about it. Or like the one guy where he was like, this guy actually liked your comment, Jeremy. Because the guy who said, no,
Ooh.
The Godfather is a masterpiece. And Jeremy said, who's talking about The Godfather? Sorry, such a closed-minded person. And this one guy named Zach liked your comment.
That's funny. Actually, this is a good one. Apparently we have folded comments on here that are flagged. But anyway, this says, my husband and I
Instagram
loved
did
it,
that.
but we typically love movies that get terrible reviews and vice versa. Like you said, people that didn't like it are simple-minded. I'm just going to say, thank you. You get it, all in all caps, and then I'm going to put a heart.
And also the people love saying stuff you didn't even say, like, oh, well, so you're saying that you hate this then.
Right. No.
What are
Like,
you talking about?
People keep saying, oh, you're calling us stupid. It's like, no, we're not. We literally didn't even mention that word. Like this, complete nobody's calling others names is wild. It's very simple-minded to think everyone has to like what you like.
And I'm going to say this. People like these people commenting, they're the type of person that whatever you say about them, I said people who were just, it's about people who just refuse to go see the movie because they hear it's a musical,
Right.
or they're just hating it because they see hate on TikTok, so they're not even seeing it or automatically hating it. That's simple-minded of you. And I don't care if you like, that's makes you so mad. But that is so simple-minded. Like, think for yourself. Like, that's the whole point of this. Think for yourself. Go see it. Really, like, think about the movie. It is, like, so deep. Like Bobby had said, it's like layers of an onion you need to peel back. And I know when we go see it again, I'm going to be like, wow, I noticed that I didn't notice before. But my point is that, like, people like these people commenting, I said they're simple-minded for that. And their thing is always, like, they just take what you said and they say, oh, no, you're simple-minded. Because
Right.
blah, 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 blah. Grow up. And how simple-minded are you guys to just keep giving us the views on it? Like,
Right.
you guys are
I guess,
so dumb.
Right. You want to know how dumb they are? We're going to give you a little secret right here. This is Felicia's plan all along. She's like, people are so mad about this movie. If we make a reel about it and just dangle that carrot in there, say some keywords, they're going to go off.
If
Thank
you
you
go
guys
and look
for almost 8,000 views and almost 400 comments, because you guys are pissed. I'm not even mad. I'm just applauding you all for being
like,
this mad over a movie. You
you're
are giving us,
so-
and we're hitting all these milestones on Instagram because of you guys. Like, wow. Like,
you guys are
I don't even know what to say. Just
wow.
good job.
Simple-minded.
You played yourself. You played yourself, man. You played
If
yourself.
you look at our reel, like if you ever looked into anything else,
Mm-hmm.
that is not even in the podcast.
Nope. We made it specifically
We made
for
our
that.
podcast. I saw people having fits online, and I texted Jeremy, and I was like, we need to make a reel about this. Like,
Right.
I saw like this one thing of simple-minded, and these people, they're just going off. I was like, wow, I wonder if they'll go off. We went home. Well, not that day, but we recorded it because I was like, this is going to piss people off. Whatever, get us some views. I expected, to be honest, like maybe 1K. Maybe
That's what I
1K.
expected, yeah.
Maybe.
Not like this. Maybe
No.
like 20, 30 comments.
Yeah.
Like TikTok right now. But no.
We're almost
that's
at
how
8.
gullible you people are.
We're almost at 8K right now.
Now, I will point out, we did enjoy the movie. John was a hater, and he said, what the hell was that when it was over? But I will say this. At first, I was like, but then once you start to understand what the movie's about and how it is this fantasy world, it is different. Again, I went with an open mind. I literally looked nothing up about this movie before I went in. I saw getting all these hate. I will say this, though. People were hating on Twitter, and they were kind of bragging about how opening weekend you had easy seats. Our theater probably wasn't even half full. But I was okay with that because we got good seats, too. Like, I didn't have to, because like they're like, well, what if we don't get the seats? I'm like, you're going to get the seats. And after I bought them, I'm like, this is the theater. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, like no one bought tickets.
Which was
because
wild.
Everyone is talking about this movie. Great movie. Now, is it the best movie ever made? No, but it is still a good movie. I would go see it again. I liked it.
Oh, I definitely would.
Yeah, but again, you guys played yourselves. And the more you comment, we comment back because you're getting pissed off. You're pissing yourself off again. So guess what? We get more impressions by it. By you giving us all these impressions,
and
guess
you're
what?
just making
it's pushing it out into the world. And we're getting more and more and more. It's fantastic, man. I love
Jeremy
it.
said, wow, look at me. I got all these views.
It's funny because I went back through the reels that we posted on the story or shorts on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And for that video, I put the related video as last week's episode, which had nothing to do with it. Like even our clothes are different. I thought was hilarious. Which also, I was looking at my own shorts on my own channel on my Rad J account. I posted when I had, remember the reels when I what did I have? Oh, Interstellar when I got it.
Mhm.
Turns out on my YouTube on my vlog channel, Jeremy Leach, I had it private for 8 months for some reason.
What?
So I noticed today, I'm like, that's weird, and I made it public. And then Tatiana commented on, she's like, yay. I'm like, for some reason this wasn't posted. But anyway, yeah, you some real man. Like, what's up?
And it's crazy. And like there's a lot of comments. I'll just comment back with like comment back with like an emoji.
Mhm.
And they still get mad. Like I'm not even arguing with these people in the comments. I'm just saying the most vague to them and they're just so mad. They're so
Yeah.
mad. I really feel like Jeremy needs to like we need to make another reel and like I don't know, Jeremy needs to get like a fake septum like ring, like one of those fake ones to put in. Like, I don't know.
Snake
Spray
bites.
some color in your hair, wear some glasses and emo glasses and
Right.
people love to hate on. I feel like people that just look anything different from the typical like white person, which I don't understand.
Right. Like this says, calling someone simple-minded for not enjoying a movie has to be one of the most self-righteous things I've ever heard. We said it's the hate for it just because there's music in it without looking into the movie as a whole. Kind of simple, laughing face.
We also one other comment I had pinned.
Oh, this one, I
Chubba
like this
wubba.
one. Bait used to be believable. We commented, thanks for stopping by.
Do you know how dumb this one person was? They're like, "This is rage bait." Blah blah blah. I commented back a cheese emoji, like it's the bait. Like, duh,
Right.
that's what a mouse would go for. And he's like, "What the is that supposed to mean?" And I just, I'm like, I know you guys get so mad if I call you dumb, but like, what are you doing with your life? Isn't it people like that? And you're like, wow, I feel really bad for like people who have to interact with them. Or
Yeah.
the guys that'll have pictures of them and like their significant other who's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And like you had said in the one, like,
Oh, I did. I was just gonna say that.
Does
Yeah.
your girlfriend know you talk to women like that?
Like we'll DM her.
Oh, we'll DM her right now.
We never did, but I should. I kind of actually wanted to go back and do that. There was one. It made me laugh so much. We were talking about it before we started here, and it was a guy wearing sunglasses. He made some kind of comment. I commented back. I was like, I like your shades, so that way the government can't read your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think
I
he ever
talked to
commented
Brandon. He said,
back.
"LOL, oh my god, Jeremy." I kind of saw it from Dale Jr. because Matt Kenseth wrecked Joey Logano at Martinsville in 2015, and he put his sunglasses on, and they said, "Oh, you got his sunglasses on," and Dale Jr. said, "Yeah, he don't want nobody reading his thoughts."
Yeah.
I'm like, hilarious. I'm having fun. Like normally, if we got hate comments, I'd be like, "Well, me." We're sitting there laughing, like my phone's going off like crazy at work.
Oh my God. Like they were
Not-
like killing my phone.
I'm not on my phone at work at all. I never touch it except on break. But I'm looking on break, and I'm like, damn. At first, I'm like, oh, these people are hating it. I'm like, this is hilarious because you say one little thing, they get more mad.
They just get
It's
so
amazing.
upset.
I love it. So comment
so
down below
upset.
some topics for us to make some more reels about to piss
Yeah,
them
what's
off.
something controversial? I don't know
Yeah.
why I said it like that. It's controversial.
I will say this: it will not be anything political. We ain't getting in any of those weeds.
No, we're not.
No.
And these people are already trying to make it political, but I refuse to comment political
Excuse
back
me.
to them
Yeah,
because
same.
what are you doing with your life?
Right.
But I did want to
your
highlight this
personality.
comment from the Chubba 789. It says, I love this movie. I was telling my friend that I had a hard time considering it a musical because it doesn't really follow a musical formula.
Yes, thank you.
Songs feel like they end abruptly and snap you back to reality.
They
There's
do.
never really a true musical number. Each time it is made so clear that this is all fantasy or thought of in the mind. I love musicals, but despite having a lot of sing, never really feels like a true musical. Which is what I'm trying to tell people, like, because they hate it because the musical. To me, a musical is like song and dance numbers.
Yeah.
Like, Hairspray. If you've
Yeah.
ever seen Hairspray. Or if you've
Wicked.
seen, like, Wicked, which is
Which-
coming out.
Very pumped
Very
for that. Which
excited.
Mom said she wants to go. So I was thinking about this. We should make like when Dad's off or something. We should make like what do you call it? Like go on a weekend or something like as a family thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because then Mom can
Which
go
is,
and Dad
there's
can go.
actually, I will say, this thing I had wrote down to even talk about is there is this thing going on about Wicked already before it came out. It involves, I don't know if you've seen it, the actress who plays
I seen
Elphaba.
I seen it on Twitter.
And I seen that she
In the
was, I
movie,
just
right?
seen, yes, I just seen in the article saying how she was so upset. A fan edited the poster of the movie.
With AI.
And she was
She
and
went
she was
off.
saying that she has never been more insulted. This is so insulting for her, blah blah blah. And I'm like, wow, someone must have like really like did something like rude and offensive.
Nope.
And then I happened to see someone in the comments comment what it was, and I'm like, okay, I'll look it up. Like, I don't want to look up things about the movie, but it's a
Right.
poster.
Yeah, when we went to see the Joker, that came out. Felicia's like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "This is." She was mad. She was doing this the whole time.
I don't even want to like see how it looks. Like, that's just how I am.
Just close
but-
your eyes so I can tell how it looks.
The thing is, with this poster I've seen, the person edited it to be like the original
Right.
poster. The poster that is
Looks
original.
cool.
Her hat covers, all you can see is her nose, and she has on a slight smile.
Yep.
And then it's the other witch whispering in her ear. The original for this new Wicked just showed her whole face. So they just altered it to look exactly like the original, which
okay.
obviously the original, that's the original. Like, it's a big
People
deal.
know what it is.
And she's making it out to be like someone being offensive and rude to her, like trying to cover up who she is. And it's not that deep, lady. Like, it's really not. It's not like someone like did something like racist or offensive to her, or I could see like if the original never existed, then she
Right.
could be like, okay, they covered up my face. So that to me, I'm like, did you even know what the original looks like?
Probably
So
not.
I don't know what her deal is, but hopefully she can sing so the movie's good.
Right.
But I just thought that was crazy.
I'm excited to see it. I never got to see it like live in person. You did though.
Oh, it was amazing.
I wish I could have went.
I
Randomly,
feel
like every like few months, all of a sudden I just get addicted to Defying Gravity. I'll just like play the shit out of it.
Do you know, I would love to play like a punk rock version of that, but obviously we'd have to cut off the ending because it's way too hard unless Jeremy can hit that note.
Probably I can try.
But I'm going to be honest with you. Defying Gravity is one of them songs, especially to me, music, just listening in your house isn't enough. You got to be in the car with it like bumping and
Oh yeah.
that is one of those songs that gets to me. I'm one of those people that when music like really gets to me, like I get goosebumps and
Yep, me too.
Defying Gravity is that song. There's a lot of songs, but that does it to me. And like literally, I will
Just makes
like.
you feel something.
Do you know you kind of? I don't know. At least I had to get like teary eyed with like really good music. There was one day after work was a rough day, and I listened to that on the way home, and I just had like one tear.
Well, it's just like I can do this. I can do this. I'm
It's
gonna
really
defy
good.
gravity.
So if I cry in the theater next to you,
Oh, you
just
will.
let it happen.
Yeah. So this is a call to mom. Mom, if I don't know if you're still listening to this, maybe, or who knows. We'll have to figure out when we all go because I want to go see it. I really want to see it. Really,
I
really
do
wanna
have
see it.
to. Alexandra just told me one of her favorite comments from the reel. So I guess I can share it with you.
Yes,
Which I
please
forgot
do.
this guy had said this. To baby 419. Yeah, I'm calling you out on Instagram. Wow, I have never disliked two people this much in a shorter time. I didn't even see the movie. YouTube just irritating.
Did you comment back?
I think I
puppies.
said thanks or something. But there have been other people like, oh, band
I would have said, well, that's the
podcast-
issue. You didn't even see the movie.
band podcast
Oh,
equipment.
they said make it more
uh,
expensive. I said it doesn't matter how expensive it is. People are still going to tell you how wrong you are, family or no. Which family or no is from Breaking Bad when
And what did
Walt
I
called
say?
Skyler. Oh, you commented again on that? I didn't
Yeah.
see that. Oh, I didn't see it.
I said even if it was, we could still afford it.
Yep. Boom. Roasted. Yeah, some people
get
think we're getting
so
paid.
mad.
People think we're
Oh,
getting
he's
paid.
like, oh, how much did he pay you? And then he was like, well, enjoy your $4. Like, people get so mad about other people like just posting their opinion.
I
Like,
noticed it's
and then they're
especially
so
for
mad.
podcasts. It's especially for podcasts.
Yes. Then they're so mad and they're like, you can't change my mind. I don't want to change your
I don't-
mind. I don't give a what you think about the movie. I'm
I could-
telling
yeah.
you what I think about you.
And maybe, turning up just the pettiness and just enough to piss you off. Because guess what?
Mhm.
Y'all commented.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It's
And
great.
it was easy as hell.
Then they were talking about our follower count. So what? Who cares? You're helping.
And like I had said, even like, dude, everyone has to start somewhere.
Yep.
Someone did, I think, like that comment because it's true. Like, do you think the people you watch on YouTube and like Instagram and listen on Spotify and all that, you think that the first day they started posting, they just had like 1 million subscribers?
That's like with
No.
bands with openers. I see a lot of hate for like opening bands and like, oh, the worst thing was you get their opening band just starting. It's like the band you're going to see was literally the opener at one point.
They
Respect
were.
opener. We
And
were
I
opener
feel
a lot of times, so
so-
that's part of it too.
I feel so bad
feel-
for them because
too.
like people are always talking over them.
They don't care.
Like they're just not
Like
paying
any
attention.
any opener, I make sure I'm like very like watching them and interested.
Yeah,
in
and you're
shit.
like, getting into their music and like
Right.
yelling stuff to them.
I
like,
will say
nice stuff.
most shows we played, like the other bands have come to watch us. Well, no matter like when, like no matter I'd say what bill we've been on with anywhere. Generally, because not all bands, some bands are. Generally speaking, when another band is playing, someone else from the bill is gonna either be side stage or like in the crowd, like watching, like you support each other, sort of thing.
And like they'll be there like clapping for you, like you're like, yeah, man, the thumbs up and
Right.
like it's the same thing. Like bands obviously like supporting other bands, especially local. Like
Yeah.
I love when they do that.
Me too.
And it's the same thing for like content online. Like
Yep. Gotta start somewhere.
you got to start somewhere.
We don't
Support
have.
each
We don't
other.
have. We're not related to any famous people.
We're not, because you know how many people do that. Or
I'm trying to.
I'm
think.
gonna. There's
No,
not that I know of.
not that I know of.
There's
That'd be
some
nice.
people that it could look like they have a lot of followers. People pay money for that.
Say it's bots.
They pay money.
I can tell
There's
you that.
so many things you can do.
I think
to
there's a
just
few
pay.
bots
It's
in those
just a number.
comments, right? But there's a lot. That's just haters. Drinking that haterade.
Haters.
Do you want some cheese with that wine?
Oh, I think they might. I also just want to comment on. I know it was cold the other day. So I have to just bring up one thing about the holidays. It was cold the other day. Jamal's like, I ain't turning on the heat. It's too early. He turned the heat on.
I turned the heat on.
It was like 26.
It was like 63 degrees in my house the other day. I turned that right away.
We got down to like
I will say
66,
this: I've been
68.
noticing ever since like I've lost like all this weight, I get cold a lot easier. A lot easier. Before I was always that hot. Now I'm just like, man, it's cold in here. It'd be like
I'm
70 degrees
fucking
in the house, and
cold.
I'm like, cold, man. Like I understand Felicia, because Felicia was like, it's so cold. I'm like,
I
no,
would
it's
always
great.
be like, I'm cold.
I'm
I'm
not-
curious to what'll happen this winter since I have lost some weight.
Me
I will
too.
say
Oh
I
my
wore
God.
my winter
I can't
coat.
even think about that.
I wore my winter coat the other day to work.
I wear my winter coat to work like every day because it's been like 40 degrees, 30 degrees. Like,
I wore it and I'm
yeah.
not happy with how it fits because now it's
little
too
big.
baggy.
mhm.
And winter coats, it can't be baggy because the wind just gets right up under
Yep.
it. And now I
Ooh,
wear it and
I should
I'm
look
just
for
like,
that pea coat I used to wear. I wonder if it's at my house or my
Oh,
dad's. I'll have to
yeah.
look. That was a nice pea coat.
but I think I'm going to actually go to Plato's Closet and get like
Yeah.
a new one. Because I just don't want to spend the
Alexandra or
money.
Tatiana, comment down below if the pea coat is at my house or your house. Every time I ask for it, I think you always tell me and I always forget. So comment down below where it's at.
Let them know.
yeah.
But I was going to say, because that made me be into like, you start thinking about the holidays and all the things. Starbucks did drop their holiday menu already.
Already?
Oh, it's not out, but they dropped what it's going to be.
Oh.
Obviously, I'm just going to talk about the new things coming out because I'm excited for some of these. I know Alexandria will be excited for this. I'm going to tell you on this right off the bat. Alexandria loves cold brew. So do I. So does Jamal. This year, they're having a sugar cookie cream cold brew. That's going to be delicious. There's a new snowman cake pop, if anyone cares. A new penguin cookie.
This is Tatiana coming to say Harley.
That's a kitty cat.
Yeah, Tatiana went
Um,
golfing with us the other day. Anyway, go ahead.
There's a dark toffee bundt cake, and Brandon might like this because he kind of likes like savory things, a turkey sage Danish.
Ooh,
But what I'm excited for, and I think Jeremy will like this,
I'm
there's
listening.
a new refresher.
I'm listening.
Cranberry orange refresher. So you're getting that
Yes.
cranberry with a hint of orange. And you know what, Summer Moon, we love that cranberry refresher. I think this is going to be really good. It's a beautiful red
Let
color.
her rip.
Woo!
Ooh, I'm trying that.
Oh, I'm excited. I don't know if they release a date when it comes out yet. I haven't seen it, but I'm excited. Comment down below what is something you're excited for the holiday season. I know we're in October, but somehow, how are we already like, we're at that mid-October point already.
Right.
I know that Christmas is right about coming around after that. Well, Thanksgiving first, which I'm excited for
Yeah.
the food.
I
And
put
Dad's
this-
birthday's on Thanksgiving this
I
year.
put this on my story the other day, and it's very true. Oh, it went away. There you go.
Yeah, Jeremy, we're waiting.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
He says maybe. So make sure you, as always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go ahead and get on that Joker. There's still
Yeah,
it's not
comment
too
down
late.
below. Comment
Get
down
on that
below.
Joker reel. Use the one on Instagram. It's got the most views.
So we don't forget
You
pod.
could comment just an emoji. Like, I don't care. But hop on that train because everybody
Yeah.
else is. I mean,
Choo-choo.
comment something crazy if you want. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Ooh,
so-
find a comment that someone commented that's really pissed off and comment back to them because that way they'll
Oh,
come
if
back
you're
and give us more
bored?
views. Yeah.
If you're bored, like just say something off the wall to them. I will say that Bobby guy, shout out to him because he commented back to a couple people.
Really?
Yeah, and was saying some shit to them. So I'm hoping
Good.
they comment back and like keep it
Yeah.
going.
Shout out to you, big buddy.
Yeah, shout out Bobby. By the way, they don't like being called Big Buddy. Oh,
Really?
and we just hit over 8K views on the reel on Instagram. So suck on that. How come you got balloons and I got confetti? There's your
Because I
confetti.
didn't see my other hand, I guess.
Whoa, where was his other hand? Between
yo.
two pillows.
Those aren't pillows.
Hey, yo.
Gotta watch that
So-
every Thanksgiving.
It's classic. I like for Thanksgiving and for Christmas.
Me too.
So go ahead, comment down below. Check that out. So then next week, I think we'll hop back.
Unless something else happens or we got to talk about it.
It could be. You never know.
Sky's the
Drinking
limit.
my water, which is dripping. So anyways, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming. We'll be here next week as we hope you are. We are So We Don't Forget. I'm Felicia.
And I am Jeremy.
Toodles.
Totally do.
Tower